Well, with the larchwood turning gold, it can only mean one thing.
Hey.
Got a stag up there, he's just mangled. I'll just go and see if I can't get a look at him. I had decided to use my hand caller on these stags. I'd first heard these stags roaring about 7 in the morning. I was about 2 kilometres away, but paid them no attention. By 3-4 in the afternoon, I was in that area and they were still going, so I decided to just give them a go. I already had 2 stags down, so I was a bit blasé about it all, didn't really care if I got one or not. But just charged in there, so it's a short hunt. I was down now to about 40 metres and movement caught my eye. It was a young stag. I wasn't quite sure at this stage how to get round him or past him, so I just had to stay put with this open bush. I checked him out a couple of times just to make sure I wasn't looking at the master stag. I didn't realise at the time, but we had him on one of our game cameras. The young stag had seen my movement and started giving off a few squeals, but the main stag didn't seem to care and continued to roar. What it turned out to be in the end, a couple of stags, and they were basically just chasing each other around. So at this point I still had the young 4-point in front of me, giving the odd squeal. Then I caught sight of the main stag moving in from the right. This was the stag that had been doing all the roaring, and he'd just given that quiet mew. Watching the stag make his way through the thick bush there, disappearing, reappearing. I saw good antler length, but it was proving hard to get a shot away as he moved through that tight bush. He's down, but he had the bigger, better voice, so doesn't seem to be a hind on heat. He wouldn't be moving around, but well, it's bloody down, awesome. But he's a big stag, bloody big body on him, Christ. Maybe I thought that the smaller one was going to ruin it, but yeah, so pretty amazing. Enough time there, shit. That is a lot of meat, so I better clean them up. Almost got to wonder if there's not a bit of red in them, but no, we have shot them this size before, so right, we'll better bloody clean them up. Yeah, it's the one I shot yesterday. Yeah, it's just too warm to hang venison at the moment. We're on about 13 degrees, 14 right now, midday. So I am just going to clean it up and yeah, get it bagged and in the freezer. Well, don't know if you can see that. Got light drizzle falling. It's a bit of a swampy area in here, and I've just got round that, and I've heard a single call up in here. Only about 300-400 away, so I'm just going to wait for daylight, and yeah. Okay, those stags are just up in here. I want to follow that ridge there. It's really nice and open, but with the wind coming across, I'm going to have to go up, round through this shitty stuff. There's about 3 or 4 guts of it up there. Yeah, just absolute crap. But anyway, I've heard another 3 roars, singles. So yeah, I'll get up in there and give it a go. At this point, I'd had several replies, but this thick bush was sure going to be a challenge. I've condensed this hunt of about 3 hours down into about 15 minutes. Fuck, this is thick. I was quite familiar with this area, and I knew there was some more open bush below them, so I kept staying on the top sort of right hand corner and putting the pressure on, roaring, etc., and trying to push them downhill. And for now that seemed to be working. At this stage, over 2 hours into the hunt, I had multiple times where I'd tried to lure him into me. He wouldn't come in, he was cunning as they are. I decided I was going to be just as cunning and wouldn't go through to him. If I did go through to him, the rifle shot was going to be at about anything less than 10 metres. And there's no way a stag's going to allow you to do that. My best chance of getting him was get him to come to me. At this stage I was sort of constantly chasing him. But when I come to a bit of open bush like this, I'd always pause on this side, in the guessing that he was just on the other side of the gut. And about 8 times out of 10 he was. He's just gone quiet, they just stand there waiting for you to go forward and bust you.
Bastards. He's just waiting on me to expose myself.
Multiple times we were down to less than 30 metres. I was so close at this point that his roar distorted the mic in my camera. I thought now was a good time to try a quick roar and entice him out. While I was doing that main call, I considered running in and having a quick shot at him, but being this steep and down the bottom was muddy as hell, I could just see myself arsing up right in front of him. It was like literally just out of view in front of my barrel. This had happened about 3 or 4 times, but once again he just wouldn't come out. Over the day, the stag had given me the slip multiple times. You know, you think he's just in front of you, then you find out through another roar that he's 40 metres, 80, 60 metres away. This was one of those moments when I thought he'd gone, so I decided to sneak round through this small gut and out the other side when this happened. Well, spooking that hind was the end of it. I stayed in the area for about another hour and a half in the hope the stags would get going again, but they didn't.
After I spooked that hind this morning, I went way high, way up behind me, and mucked around there for a while, just to keep out of the place. I've sort of kind of been within hearing distance all day, but I've heard nothing till about 20 minutes ago. Way down in here, 2 single calls, and one's sort of in there. I think that was sort of a half moan mew, but definitely heard one, and a second. I think they're way down, just in the fold of the hill. So I'm going to not muck around and get down there. This is where we were this morning, up in here, up in there, in these guts. They come down and they're in here now, about where that hind ran. So I'm just going to sneak down here. So I'm just going to sneak down around here, go around there. I don't know how far they are, but got about 2 hours till dark, so weather's cleared, beautiful bloody evening. Drizzle and shit bush this morning, but it's mostly dried off now, so it's good. I don't want to go too close.
Over the next 20 minutes I heard no more roars. I was starting to question if they were there or not, and with darkness not that far away, I had limited time. So I gave a single call, and to my amazement I got a reply from less than 50 metres away. I pushed record instantly. I'd already seen the stag at this stage, but he paused behind some trees as they do, so I was just waiting for him to walk out the other side.
When he roared, I was just over here, so I cut through to here pretty quick. Got a better view. I thought he was up in here, but he come out of there, so... Righto, we'll go over there, find some blood marks. Pretty sure it was there.
Don't know why I'm still whispering. I could just cut through there and have a look, but marks here. Oh yeah. These are big take-off marks. That's him, so I've just put an X in the ground. Right, I think I'm just going to quickly GPS that, just in case I need to come back. Oh, go up here, have a quick look. We're on a wee spur. I think he ran up that gut. If I don't find him in the next few seconds, I better go back and GPS that. It could be over in here, but if I had more time, it's getting pretty late, so we'll just GPS this, and yeah, right. So if I was basically through there, oh yeah, see, I've just gone up in here looking for him, sort of through there. Righto, wait for that to work, and I'm pretty sure this is his. It's amazing how they can just disappear, isn't it? Anyway, go up here shortly, do those zigzags, but I haven't seen blood yet or anything, so. But there was a lot of commotion up over there, so without running over there and getting all disorientated, because that can happen very fast. Uh-oh, what's happened? Oh great. Just when you need to rely on a GPS, it doesn't work. Don't got time for this shit. There's Sonny. As I say though, I don't want to run around, get lost. Darkness is less than an hour.
I was to learn later on that the commotion I'd actually heard off to my left was the other stag running off. It wasn't actually the one that I'd shot at all. And without a blood trail, it was pretty hard to track, and I was looking in the complete wrong place. Once I got it GPS'd, I kind of relaxed a little and started a bit more of an in-depth search. I found run marks and the odd spot of blood. I'd actually gone the complete wrong way, and this stag was actually heading out towards the Monowai. Looking for the stag and the added pressure of darkness coming, I didn't even see the 2 spots of blood.
Pretty sure it could be a skid mark there. Bloody amazing, isn't it? Oh yeah, look. Yeah, blood. So I just couldn't believe it when he bloody run, neck shot. I was like, no.
Later on, while going through the hunt in the head, I remember just as I went to squeeze off the trigger on the neck, I dropped to the chest just to be sure.
He's laying just in there. Get out. Absolutely amazing. So, all wet in here. Yeah, I'm tempted to carry him back over to the native so I can hang him up. Sort of know where to hang him here, so shit. Righto, better clean this up, and yes, big question, do I want to get bloody, mucky and carry him to the native and hang him? I kinda do. Christ, it's going to be an act, isn't it? Righto. I know this is where he's come through. So he's busted through there and awesome. Well, halfway through the job. Well, I had to drag him through here and up a hill. Got my pulley hanging up, so not a lot of room in here, but Jesus. I could say since February I've got my fitness back, but yeah, I actually have. Right, well that's that's the job done, so bloody got crap everywhere, but that don't matter. Weather hasn't been that great actually. We're bloody yeah, we've had a couple of days screaming southeast, like when I was boning out that deer. Then we've had rain ever since. Today's about the first fine day, so take it easy. He's where's he going? Yeah, he going boots. But he's straight over. He's over on that other valley.
Oh fuck, he's that way.
Just slightly left.
Slightly right.
But yeah, exactly where we sort of guessed. So once you cross the main bloody Hinamai River, get up in there. You might have to tippy toe through that. How's the dog behaving so far?
That's pretty good. Still alive.
That's good.
Yeah. But you know, the day is young.
Later that day, Nick was victorious. Put down a nice stag. This is a stag that we had nicknamed Sika. He had a real shitty voice. Kind of sounded more like a cow than a stag. But nevertheless, Squiddy put him down and put some more meat in the freezer. And the dog Tia was there. She looks the part but did squat. And all jokes aside, the dog actually got run over about a week after this photo was taken. So rest in peace, mate. See you on the other side.